Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I've had a lovely Facebook message from a lady in New Hampshire, USA. Her name is Kitty, and she's put here, I would like to know how to make the heart basket with artificial flowers so that I can hang it on my wall. I see these flowers every time I'm in Paris, a rose only shop. I would also think it would look lovely in white, but I'm much older now and can no longer travel to Paris, and if I could help her, that would be just fantastic. So Billy, I was delighted to get your request, and thank you so much for putting in the visuals. Now I looked at it and I kept thinking to myself, where have I seen that? Well, the interesting thing about this is that I've got a lovely friend called Joanna, and every time she goes to France, she has time to go to France. I never have time to go anywhere. But anyway, whenever she went away, I didn't want a parcel to be brought back, but what I did want was a photograph of something that looked fabulous. I didn't care whether it's something floral. Well, I did this book years ago, and this book is just a lovely book that I got. I think it's Snapfish. Yes, it is. It's Snapfish, and you could just send put all your photographs together, upload them to this guy, and it would go to their place, and they would return it as a book. Well, the interesting thing, Billy, is that I knew I had seen something similar, so I went looking to see if I could find it. And I might have wasted 2 hours of my time, but I found an image. So I was absolutely thrilled, because I remember looking at them in that visual, or that picture that Joanna gave me, thinking, oh, I would really like to make that. So I am going to show you and the rest of you who are interested in how to make a wreath or a heart covered in rose heads. Now the other interesting thing is that when I was doing my training all of those years ago, when the roses came in, anything that sort of dropped off a head always got reused, and I love that. Waste not, want not is what my mother used to say. But anyway, Billy, what I've done here is I've gone off and it's a bit used, but it was all I had in my bunker, but it'll do the job. I notice around the edge of the picture that it looks like it's got some kind of covering. So what I've done is I've just used some burlap, which I've cut to fit, and I've made it come just a little bit above, like a good inch above the base of the foam. Now if you're using artificial, do use the grey foam. As I said, this is all I could find in my bunker, so it's not going to stay in there like I would want it, but it's okay. The other thing I've done too is I've just got a little bit of jute, and I've just run that around the outside and then glued that into place. I've also pinned around here so that the burlap will stay against the frame, and I've just used little wee wire clips, very similar to that. So I've just got those, and then just push those into the side there and push that so that it goes way, way, way deep into the foam. If you're going to be hanging it on the wall, what I suggest is, I don't know why I didn't do this, you need to put some kind of hanging mechanism on the back, and it's not going to be very heavy when I do it, so I just use a bit of string, and then I just put some tape across there, or you can get those 3M hooks that will do the job for you. Right, so from there it's just a matter of getting, and when I look at the visual that you sent me, it's lots and lots of lovely mixed coloured rose heads, and it's just fantastic. So it's just a matter of, you'll just love this. It is so easy to put together. These have all been cut and then wired so that all I have to do is to just push those in, and you'll need, oops, don't need that. You press them in a fashion that will suit you. Some of them I've wired, and some of them I have, what I've done is with the heads that I had, because these two were in a box, then I had to go through them. I've just put a little bit of a satay stick on this end there so that I can just push them in. So it's just a matter of going around and inserting the roses in a fashion in which it is pleasant and pleasurable to use. Shouldn't take you very long, and if you get everything all cut before you start, then the beauty of this is you don't have to stop and start. And I like that you can just go around the exterior. You can go do the exterior if you like, and then just fill in the middle, or you can do it in a random fashion, whichever is going to, oops, that's not been wired, that can go into there. And I like also that I'm using, oops, don't like that one, I'm using a variety of sized roses so that and some of them have got leaves on them as well, but just keep poking in until you get a look that you want. Now, another little tip I need to give you is don't push them in and out, especially if you're using this green foam, because it actually will not stay. And make sure that they're like really lovely and tightly packed in as you're going. Oh my goodness, I'm just loving this, Billy. I'm so pleased that you brought my memory back to this, because it's one of the nicest things that I've had the pleasure of doing for quite some time. That little rose there can go into there. So just basically keep going until all of the foam has been covered as tightly as you can. And I've got one more there, so I might as well put that into there. So make sure that they are pushed in. And look, there it is, all done. How's that, Billy? It was my pleasure to do that for you, and it's going to be my pleasure to have this hanging on my wall here at Astar's place. You also mentioned that it could look very nice in white, so I've done you one in white, exactly the same principle. This frame comes, it's an Oasis brand, and it comes with the little plastic base. It's also got the green foam in it as well, but I just thought that that would be really lovely too and could look nice on the wall. And then I did this as a lovely thank you and a visual, something nice for all the mothers for Mother's Day. So there are 3 wonderful ways of producing a wreath, a heart-shaped wreath to go on the wall. I hope you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. In fact, I haven't been this excited for ages. Now, if there's anything that I can help you with, please do not hesitate to drop me a line at astarsplace@gmail.com. Do follow me on Instagram, and if you've got anything interesting or exciting that you have done, if you'd like to send me the information, I'll see if I can do it here and I can share it and get the word out there to all those people that are as equally enjoy doing flowers as what we all do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you another day.